Hi Aries, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this February 2024 monthly tarot reading. My goodness, the Hermit just fell out. So we're going to look at that. The Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles fell out. Okay, so just keep those in mind. I'm actually going to put them back in the deck. We'll see if they resurface, but some of you definitely have some work-related insight that you need to be focusing on, okay? All right, Aries, let's get back into it. Thank you so much for joining me for this February monthly. Oh, goodness, your cards are everywhere. Knight of Cups, okay. Monthly tarot reading. It's like the spirits have a lot to tell you, Aries. Thank you so much. This is a pivotal month as we have come into big energy at the end of January when we had Pluto move into the sign of Aquarius. The sun entered Aquarius at the same time. We also had Uranus turn direct in the sign of Taurus, and we had a Leo full moon. So really big energy as we ended January, and February is all systems go, you all. All planets are now officially direct. So this is a great time for new initiatives, getting back on those goals that possibly you didn't or couldn't get to last year. Maybe this is the time, this is the year, okay? We also have a lunar new year starting on February 10th. So that's really big news too. It is the year of the dragon, okay? All right, Aries, we're going to get right into it. I do want to let you know that I am offering personal tarot readings. I have the link below. Thank you to everyone who has already signed up for those. I will definitely get back to each and every one of you via email. And I think that is so great that we now have this opportunity to chat about what it is that you want your decisions or questions answered. So the link is below. All right, Aries, thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed. And if you haven't, I would love if you would. All right, I do have the important dates all listed for you in the description box below. So let's go week by week, Aries, and see what you are working with. Week 1, you do start off with the High Priestess in reverse. You have the Judgment card in the upright. So already starting off with really big energy here with 2 major arcanas. There you go. There's a third one. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the second week of the month. 9 of Pentacles in the upright. Third week, Hangman, another major arcana. The Tower card. Now we knew the Tower card had to be coming because you were having so many major themes going on. The Tower was bound to show up. Fourth week of the month, the Hierophant. There's that Taurus energy for you, Aries. And the Chariot. Oh my gosh. You all, major stuff. I'm actually going to turn over the bottom of the deck. Look at that, y'all. Capricorn energy, Aries. So anything that has been going on with you throughout the month of, it could even date back to like December when we had Mercury retrograding in the sign of Capricorn. It could have been through January when we had all those planets in Capricorn. I definitely feel like many of you all could be having some major insights into your goals, into your job, your career. I would definitely take a look at where it is that you need to look at these areas. Remember, we did have that Hermit and that Eight of Pentacles drop out at the beginning. So I definitely think that this is huge energy for you all. I definitely think that you all are having some major reboots, if you will, during this February. And I think that, let me make sure everything's in focus. I definitely think that you all are going to have some major events possibly occurring during this February, okay? Let's go ahead and pull a card for the end of January. Let's see what it is, the energy that you are coming into this month with. I think this is really important to be able to get a holistic kind of view as to the energy you ended last month with. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is a different deck, but Eight of Pentacles once again has fallen out. I do think that many of you all are going to be looking at not only your work, your career, but where is it that you need to possibly put more time and energy, or where is it that you've already put time and energy and you're trying to contemplate whether it's worth it, whether you want to continue that forward momentum. Maybe you're not where you want to be. So I do think that some of you are going to be questioning whether or not to continue that same focus. That is the energy that you left out of January, out of Capricorn season. Remember, Aquarius season did start the same day that Pluto went into Aquarius on the 20th of January. So really keep in mind that energy you were dealing with. But now let's ask Spirit for an overarching card for the month of February. And you have the Eight of Wands. I mean, I think we pretty much could tell that it was going to be a busy month, right? Eight of Wands is that symbol of everything is flying at you. This is news, information, text messages, people wanting to meet with you, meetings, possibly just a lot of stress also. Eight of Wands does not have any people in its card, so it always signifies information and lots of movement. Okay, so you could be very busy this month. Really watch your health, Aries, during this time, because this could definitely be a month where you're under more stress than usual. Okay, all right, Aries, so I'm going to look at the month in its totality first. I can already tell that you all have a lot going on. Like, we didn't even need to get the Eight of Wands to see it, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards out of, how many do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8 out of 9. Okay, so that's like 90% chance of major events happening. So I do want to tell you, Aries, that this is definitely energy that will probably play out beginning in February and will probably carry over into March and April, when you all are actually having an eclipse in your sign. You're also having this major reboot of energy when we come into Aries season, and also when we come into the spring equinox. So I want you to look at this energy now, but just know it could take some months to play out, because anytime you have so many major arcana cards, it usually signifies big changes. Okay, and I could see here when you ended January, you were definitely having some type of kind of questioning yourself, as if you're trying to figure out where you are trying to move into in the new year. And I think by the time you get to the second week, you're feeling better about your finances, but you're also questioning whether or not you are moving in the right direction with that Wheel of Fortune. And I do think there's going to be some twist of fate that occurs during this time, because by the time you get to this third week, some type of major event, announcement, change could occur. And I do think by the time you get to the end of February, you have all of this energy about trying to please people, trying to work with the establishment, whether it's your bosses or your organization or, you know, your homeowners association. There's some type of major, like, who has the power at the end of the month. And I will tell you, at the end of the month, February 28th, big day, because we have Sun conjunct Saturn and Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces. So that definitely could bring on some kind of big event. Okay, so you all could be a really good sign who might want to sign up for one of my personal tarot readings, because I do think that we could go a little deeper, pull up your birth chart information and see what's going on with you. Okay, check the link below if interested. Okay, so you all start off the month with the High Priestess in reverse and the Judgment card. That first week of February, we do have Mercury entering Aquarius and the Sun squaring Uranus in Taurus on the 8th, and we have an Aquarius new moon. So during this period of time, really take into account, Aries, what it is that you are trying to culminate. Remember, the Judgment card is that card right before the world, like you're almost done. You've like in that last few steps to reach a goal. And I do think that many of you are trying to use use your intuition. You're trying to tap into that side of you that's trying to figure out, okay, am I done here? Am I really finished with the cycle? I do think you all are looking back over 2023 and trying to figure out if you have achieved everything you wanted to. And if you haven't, maybe it's time to pivot into a new direction, okay? I do think that February is going to be a interesting month for everyone with all this forward movement. And I do think that you're feeling a lot better than you have for quite a while, Aries. But I do think that there is some kind of conversation that could come up, a twist of fate of possibly some bad news comes in, or possibly some news that is not what you were expecting. It doesn't always have to be bad news. It could just be things didn't turn out the way that you thought. And I do think that February 13th, when Mars enters Aquarius, and then Mars is conjunct Pluto on the February 14th, you could hear some news around that time. That Lunar New Year, Year of the Dragon on February 10th, make some bold statements and predictions of what you would like to accomplish, Aries, in this next year. I do think by the time you get to that third week of February, when we have the Sun entering Pisces on the 18th, Mercury enters Pisces on the 23rd, and we have a Virgo full moon. That Virgo full moon could culminate some type of event, some major announcement, possibly at your job or in your family. There's something that kind of flips your world upside down, and you're really contemplating, okay, how am I going to pivot now? I think that's my biggest thing for you all, Aries, is pivoting, being really agile and being able to focus, okay? Because by the time you get to that last week of February, where you have these three major arcanas, the Hierophant, the Chariot, and the Devil, you all have this just major point here where you're going to need to decide, is it worth it to keep going in the direction you're going, or is it time to change? Chariot is suggesting movement, moving forward. The Devil card is suggesting where is it in those Capricornian areas of your life that maybe it's just time to let go. Maybe those goals aren't your new goals. And that Hierophant is suggesting like someone who is in control, possibly having too much control. So I do think, Aries, this is going to be a month of really figuring out the direction you're going. Is it the way that you still want to continue? Okay. I do think this is going to be a huge month for you. And it's kind of like going to continue, like I said, into March and into April. All right, Aries, I hope this was helpful for you. Lots going on with you all. I hope you all have a great February. Do check the link below if you want a personal tarot reading. And I do want to say thank you to everyone who has already booked. All right, Aquarius. I just called you all Aquarius. Big Aquarius energy. All right, Aries, I'll talk to you later.